Hey y'all. If you're out there, say hello. Y'all know the drill. Let me know you can see me and hear me. Am I live? Yeah, okay, looks like I'm live. All right. Just waiting for some people to show up. I'm on time today, so people might not be ready for me to be on time at 5 p.m. Hey, Vote Kamala. Nice to see you here. Okay, some people are starting to show up a little bit. Hey, Analia. Just information. Aaron says, I've been waiting all day for this. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Fandom and bullshit. Hey, girl. Pantalum. How do you say that? Panta Lyman? I want all your earrings. Yes. My dazzle bands. Not my blackies. They're not blackies today. They are dazzle bands today. Hey, Cheryl. All right, let me go ahead and get started. Of course, I want to, before I get into everything, I don't know if you saw the title of what I plan on addressing today. And I have some things to get off my chest. But Unique Hey, but I do want to start off by talking about the news that just happened with the state's attorney or district attorney, Fulton County attorney, who announced charges in the murder of Rashard Brooks in down in Atlanta. We have I'm gonna read it because I don't like to misquote stuff, y'all. Officer Garrett Wolf, who shot at Brooks 3 times, had already been fired, and Officer Devin Brosnan, who's also on the scene, has been put on administrative duty. What's very interesting and out of the ordinary for this case is actually that Officer Brosnan is cooperating with the prosecution on this. That's very, very rare. And he actually came clean about the fact that he did just something that's so appalling, which I don't know if you guys watched the press conference or had a chance to see it, but in addition to shooting, and this is Rolf, who shot Rashard Brooks twice in the back, he actually kicked him, and then Brosnan came and put his foot on his shoulder. That's demonic shit, y'all. Y'all sat up there and talked to this man for 45 minutes, and you know it's his daughter's birthday. You know that the man was just tired. You know that the man lived down the street, and you're gonna shoot him twice in the back, kick him while he's down, while he's laying there dying, and stand on him. That's some real sick ass shit. The death penalty is on the line. Go ahead, fry his ass up. That's what I say. But there's a long ways to go before that, because I don't know if you paid attention to the press conference. This is just the first step. There's charges. They have time to turn themselves in, which I think is very interesting that they get all this time. We have no knock warrants in dumbass drug cases that lead to Breonna Taylor getting murdered, shot 8 times in her bed, because y'all can't just knock on the door. You can't risk anything, getting their affairs in order. So you got to have a no knock warrant. But then when it comes to the cops murdering people, them motherfuckers got all the time in the world to get their affairs in order or flee the country. How does that work out? If we don't need a goddamn no knock warrant, if you ain't at this motherfucking cop's house locking his ass up, E Briggs, I see your question. I'm gonna get to it. Comment. Then why the fuck do we need no knock warrants for drug cases? Okay, somebody flushed some goddamn coke down the toilet. So what? If that means that we have one less Breonna Taylor who's dead, so what? So they need to ban these no knock warrants. They need to arrest the cops who murdered Breonna Taylor. We need to pass the Justice and Policing Act because, and again, I go back to, I want the people to explain to me how it makes sense to do away with body cameras or to not have body cameras when you look at a Tatiana Jefferson, you look at George Floyd, you look at Rashard Brooks, and you look at Breonna Taylor. 3 cases with charges. 3 cases with video footage. There's even video footage in Ahmaud Arbery, even though that wasn't a police situation. There's even video footage there. Breonna Taylor's the only one that didn't have video body camera footage because they turned the body cameras off. That's why we need regulations so that you have to have your body cameras on at all times. I'm confused on how the logic behind not funding body cameras. Oh, defund the police. I don't have a problem with your slogan. You want to defund the police? I don't have a problem with that. But we gotta be smart about what the hell we defunded, Chad. How we defunding the body cameras when the body cameras is the only thing that I don't know if y'all saw the story about the mental ill man who spent 5 months in jail on trumped up charges until somebody looked at the body camera footage and saw that he was the one that was actually being brutalized by the police. Now, if there was no body camera footage, then what? He just shit out of luck. He just gonna sit in jail. So that's the disconnect that I have with the defund the police people. Like I said, I don't have a problem with your logo, with your slogan, or whatever your hashtag. But I do have a problem when you try to put anything that involves funding as a negative without some fucking logic to it. That's what I have a problem with. But okay. All right, I'm gonna go to your comments and I'm gonna get into what I came to get into. Okay, so E Briggs, you want to know about the True Love case? Listen, I've explained all of that stuff. Go look at my live disinformation debunked live, and you can get all the information there. I've already cleared that air. Let's see. I'm gonna say hi to some more people. Y'all checking in. Hey, Churl, Jason, Keith, Elizabeth, Erica, Theodora. Let's see. Unique. I think I already said hi. E Briggs, Matt, Mary, Sean. I'm saying hi because I'm about to go on a rant, and so I don't know how many comments I'm gonna be responding to once I'm done because I might be too fired up. So I'm saying hi. Hey Joni, Dana, Yo-Yo, Pierre, Natalie, Sean, if I haven't already said that, David, Sabrina, B Dizzle. Let's see. I already said hi. A Sire, thank you. Dana, Sandra D. Sandra Denise. You killing me with your phonetic spelling of that. B Jamie Luthaza. Alright, I think I got everybody. Hey Pam. Aaron. Carmen, hey Los Angeles, Real Deal, Jacqueline, TJ, Shantae. People gonna be like, I'm leaving. She just saying hi to everybody. Donna, I'm gonna get into it. Y'all be patient. Sire, Meg, Deetra, hey, Michael, David, Lonnie, David, Calistine. Okay, Chandra. All right, I'm all caught up. So, King, I don't think I caught you. King De La House, Motaz. I appreciate you giving me the phonetic there, Motaz. I like that. I appreciate that. First Lady Black. My First Lady is Black, yes. Michelle Obama, shout out to her. Alright, so y'all saw, hey Boombastic, y'all saw yesterday, I was fire hot. And the reason I felt the need to do this is because I am just so fucking sick of the bullshit. And listen, I'm about to be cursing, so go ahead. This is your chance to log off, chair. If your ears are sensitive, then this ain't the live for you. Maybe I'll be a little bit more PC on another live, but this ain't the live for you. Go ahead. I won't be offended. Anyway, I'm really sick. I call this live Operation Block the Black Woman and the Black Deputies. Real deal, I have not seen that interview, so I don't have any comments on it. I have no idea what that interview is about. And the reason why I want to talk about this is, there's a huge disconnect because, listen, I'm pro-black. I'm black. I'm for black women. I'm for black people. Y'all know that. But where I see a disconnect is we have a whole industry of black influencing, black grievance, and I don't mean that in a pejorative way. I don't mean it in a Tim Scott way. Yeah. Unicorn, fuck off. You can go bye. Anyway, they already started with the bullshit because I put Kamala Harris in the title, so that means I'm gonna attract a bunch of degenerates into my motherfucking YouTube comments. So let me go ahead. Let me pull up my YouTube right quick so that when I see a comment, I can just go ahead and block these motherfuckers because I ain't got time to be distracted by people when I'm trying to get my points out. Anyway. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Let me pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. I'm getting this chat. Okay. I'm ready. Sorry, Donna. I don't know. This may not be for you. You might want to catch it on the replay. Um, Block party, yes. Okay, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, grievance things. Okay, so we see all the trauma. We see all the battles that we're fighting as black women, as black people. And what I'm trying to figure out though is why is it that we understand all of these challenges? Why do we understand all of this misogynoir? Why do we understand all this anti-blackness? Why do we understand all of these things? Why do we want to see black people win? Except for Kamala Harris, except for when it comes to this VP position. The POTUS shit is under the bridge now. I don't know what the fuck happened there. We was on some bullshit. So now we got Joe Biden. But I'm trying to figure out why it was so easy to convince y'all that the black woman is the enemy. And I say I'm trying to figure out, but I already know. I already know. But all day I see people upset and devastated or traumatized by all the things that are happening, in particular to black women. We have black trans women who are getting murdered. We have black women, young activist 19-year-old Toyin, who was murdered. And we talk about, oh, protect the black woman. Black women are the least protected. Black women are the least respected. Black women are the least celebrated. We talk about all those things and then we perpetuate it against the highest ranking elected black woman. There's a disconnect. Why do we have a whole industry of black women with Patreons and newsletters and podcasts and blue checks and book deals? And that industry is about how black women are always fucked over, and we are. That's an accurate thing. But then you perpetuate it against the black woman. That's where I'm the disconnect. That's where I'm at. The disconnect. Your industry is how fucked up it is. Black women are getting treated like dirt all the time, and you as a black woman turn around and perpetuate that against a black woman. I'm not saying that Kamala Harris has to be your choice. Kamala Harris is my choice over other black women. I've picked a side. I've chosen my choice. But do you see me ragging on them? No. When people ask me, oh, what do you think about such a... I say, I think Kamala Harris needs to be VP. That's what I say. Maybe every now and again I might get a little kiki off of something. But I'm very, very careful as to how I go about my advocacy for Kamala and not tearing down other black women. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit up there and let you say something and then, okay, well, let me correct the record now. Because if you're talking about this versus that, now I got to correct the record. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out all y'all calling it clout, money making, grifting, Patreon. And it's not a bad thing to have Patreon child. If you could get somebody to pay you $5, $10, whatever the hell your little your subscriber level is, more power to you, sis. Get that money. But all I'm saying is there's a disconnect between black woman, hear me war, black woman stick together, black girl magic, black excellence. And then you turn around and shit on and rag on the black woman. There's a disconnect. And then you take it another step further. You hold this black woman to this impossible standard. But then you Millie rocking for Miss Millie. I'm confused. Harlem shaking, Millie rocking, bankhead bouncing, tap dancing for Miss Millie. I don't have a problem if you support Elizabeth Warren, that's fine. Then there are people who supported Kamala, then they went over to Elizabeth Warren, and maybe they decided to stay with him. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But why do you have to dog out Kamala Harris? Why don't you keep the same energy towards Miss Millie that you keep towards Kamala Harris? Why don't you expect all the shit that you expect from Kamala from anybody else. And I understand it's not just Kamala. Because I see people ragging on Keisha Lance Bottoms. I see people ragging on Muriel Bowser. I see people ragging on Lori Lightfoot. Anytime, London Bridge, anytime it's a black woman doing something, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna have a problem with it. But what I always want to know is, okay, so if Kamala ain't shit, then what does that make Miss Millie? Cause she ain't done shit that y'all talk about. She ain't done shit that y'all try to put her out to be. I'm trying to find the receipts. Why we have a standard for Kamala that you don't have for Miss Millie? All Miss Millie gotta do is show up and kiss your black ass to make you feel good, pat your little black ass on the head. Hey girl. Give you a t-shirt. Put a little green bar on your shit. And fuck Kamala. Because a lot of y'all was fans before Kamala ran. We got the receipts. We got the screenshots. Kamala. 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 And then Miss Millie came, Millie rocking up in your goddamn black chair and made you feel special. You was smart, you was important, and you was special. And now all of a sudden you ain't got shit for Kamala. But why you gotta lie on her? Why you gotta lie on Kamala? And then you punk ass little bitches don't even have the guts to have a conversation about it. Because I didn't offer so many times, Jill, to debate these people. If you want to talk about what's good for black people, if you want to sit up there and act like, okay, I know Kamala's this, Kamala's that, blah, 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 then I'm like, okay, well, let's have a conversation about that. Let's talk about a lie. All of a sudden, you motherfuckers is bird box. You don't see shit. You don't see shit. Now you blocking. Let's have a conversation. If we're going to have a community conversation, we're going to have a cousins conversation. Let's have that conversation. Don't just stop at the whole, oh, I'm going to share this motherfucking, I'm going to share this clip that's 1 minute out of an 18-minute video. I'm going to share this clip that's 4 seconds out of a 20-minute video. I'm going to share this hit piece that got an inflammatory headline. And then I'm going to be like, boom, and walk away. No, bitch, let's have a conversation. But y'all don't want to have that conversation because you wouldn't dare want to elevate Kamala. You wouldn't dare want to set the record straight. That's why I don't trust you. That's why I don't believe you. That's why we don't even, some of us ain't even allies in the community. And you know what? Some people will look at me and say, I'm not the ally. And guess what? Fuck you. I don't care. Because I'm going hard for a black woman that's trying to make motherfucking history. I'm going hard for a black woman that has made history time and time again. And I'm going hard for a black woman that's done more for our black asses than the Miss Millie that you going hard for. You don't even ask nothing from Miss Millie. Is Miss Millie an abolitionist? Elizabeth? You had a black woman yesterday, Elizabeth, talking about Kamala Harris is a persecutor. And what is Miss Millie? Is she a liberator? What has Miss Millie ever done in criminal justice reform? Is Miss Millie gonna set everybody free? Give us free. Give us free. Rapists, murderers, carjackers. No, she ain't doing that. That ain't what she running on. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. She ain't even for defund the police. So what you talking about? Y'all not adding up. I did a search. I said, okay, well, let's see. Let's see what has. Now, I've done these searches before. But I'm like, okay, let me go to congress.gov. You know, Elizabeth Warren's experience is being a senator. Apparently that's supposed to be, her 7 years in the Senate is supposed to be the best thing ever. Fuck everybody else's experience. Even though Kamala Harris has far more experience in terms of executive and legislative experience. But that don't count because there's white math. In this Veep stakes, there's white math. White math says that 7 years legislative experience is greater than 12 years of executive plus 3 years of legislative. That's the white math. The white math says when you lose 19 out of 19 contests and you spend $140 million to lose that, that's successful. That's the white math. I have an MBA. I have an economics and accounting degree from UCLA. They didn't teach me white math at UCLA though. But this primary season has white math. This back of the bus election has white math. I'm gonna stick with my UCLA math though. Anyways, I did some searches because I'm like, well, I don't like to talk out of my asshole. I haven't seen any receipts, but let me go help some people out and try to find some receipts. So I did some searches. I'm like, okay, well, girl, everybody seems to be so convinced that Miss Millie is an abolitionist. They're so convinced that she is going to give us free. Harriet Tubman, she the white Harriet Tubman. Because she has some plans, she has some PDFs. Okay, but what has she done? I was trying to figure that out because I must be missing something if everybody is so convinced and I'm the only motherfucker that's out here like, well, I don't see it. I don't see it. So I'm saying, okay. I did some searches. Elizabeth with an S said, I wish that y'all cared and stood up as much for black trans women as you do for black persecutors. Okay, first of all, let's get something straight. Kamala Harris has actually been fighting for trans people since her days in Alameda County. She founded the Coalition for Exploited Kids. She actually worked when she was doing before she went to be the DA, or before she was elected to the DA. She was working on a board, which actually her advocacy, along with Latifah Simon. I don't know if y'all saw my interview with Latifah Simon. Her advocacy on that board actually got San Francisco to outlaw or to stop prosecuting underage prostitutes, sex workers, or human trafficking victims. That deeply impacted the trans community who were being sex trafficked or who were in the sex work. She opened up the first safe house for that exact type of community where you have the sex workers and the trans, runaways and things like that. She opened that up. She convened 100 prosecutors from around the country to defeat the gay trans panic defense. Where was Elizabeth? I think she was at Harvard writing books, essays, teaching classes, getting paid a really nice retainer. I'm not hating on her. Get your money, sis. But I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you gonna sit up there and even try to act like Kamala Harris hasn't done shit. Kamala Harris is the motherfucking enemy. But in your tweet about how Kamala Harris is the enemy, you're putting her against the community that she's actually fought for. And there are fucking receipts for that. Didn't Elizabeth Warren run on banning gender reassignments in prisons when she ran for Senate? She said it would be, oh my God. I'm not even going to shout this out, child. I'm not even going to shout it out, but child, I hope somebody just saw that comment on YouTube. Let me see. Hold on. Let me pause. Pause for the cause. Let me see if my eyes were deceiving me. Did somebody catch it? Mac, you saw that? Y'all saw that? I'm not going to quote it on the video. Child, but y'all saw that. I don't know. It might not be a real account. I don't know. We don't know. But I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that in. Anyway, I'm going to take that as keep going, too. Y'all saw that, though. If you ain't on YouTube side, you ain't see what we saying. I ain't going to say nothing. Anyway. Trans. So we're talking about trans advocacy. Elizabeth Warren actually campaigned in 2012 against transgender reassignments in prison. She said it'd be a waste of taxpayer dollars. Now, when Liz Lenz interviewed her, she was like, well, how can we evolve? Like, yeah. But on the other hand, let's talk facts here, because I know people want to bring up that one case with the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, when the Attorney General, the Department of Justice, that's their lawyer, And the CC or CDCR's policy was against gender reassignment, but Kamala, behind the scenes, actually worked to change their policy. They don't tell you that part of the story. Let me also go back to my receipts too, because you might not know that the gay trans panic defense that Kamala spearheaded. There are receipts on this. I promise you, I have screenshots. And okay, they said that account isn't real. Okay, well that's fine. That account isn't real. We had a little excitement for a minute. Anyways, let me see if I can quickly get to my receipts, shall. Let me get to my receipts. Because there's legislation on this. So the gay trans panic defense is something that is actually, it's not on the it's not a federal law that you cannot use that defense, and it's only a couple of states that actually have that law on the books. But I want to, because when you want to bring up a community and try to pit a community, or you want to try to say that this person is literally called Kamala Harris a persecutor, I want you to understand how completely motherfucking off base these people are when they say this shit. Okay. Let me go to my receipts. This is from 2014. California on track to become first state to ban ban gay panic defense in courtrooms. Okay, that was in 2014. Now, mind you, Kamala's meeting happened much earlier than that. Much earlier than that. Or many years earlier than that. Okay? 200 prosecutors, I stand corrected. 200 prosecutors came together. Now, again, this is not really a federal thing yet. It's only a couple of states, California being one of them. Senate Bill 1721. Okay, Gay and Trans Panic Defense Prohibition Act of 2019. Now, this bill is sponsored by Ed Markey. That's the other senator from Massachusetts. Kamala Harris is on this bill. Let me read off the co-sponsors. Robert Menendez, Kamala Harris, Richard Blumenthal, Tammy Baldwin, Angus King, A.B. Klobuchar, Tim Kaine, Bernard Sanders, Mazie Hirono, Jeff Merkley, Tina Smith, and Jackie Rosen. Who's missing? Elizabeth Warren. Did y'all hear Elizabeth Warren? But that's y'all queen. She ain't done shit. She didn't even sign on to the Gay Trans Panic Defense Act. But that's y'all queen? Because somebody handed her a post-it note on a debate and she rattled off some names, but where are her fucking receipts for actually caring about these issues? Meanwhile, the person who has cared about these issues, you call a fucking persecutor. I'm confused as to why we talk about black women being protected. We see these videos of black women. There was a video just yesterday that fucking disgusted me. It was a black man, and he whacked this black woman, knocked her out cold in the face with a fucking skateboard. And that video was being shared. And I'm just trying to figure out, what do we want to have happen? Now, there are some hardcore abolitionists. That's fine. But guess what? Nobody in the Senate is an abolitionist. Not Bernie Sanders and not Elizabeth Warren. Definitely not. I voted for the crime bill Sanders. But anyway, what I'm trying to understand is, what do you think should happen? And y'all want to say Taylor, what's his name? Taylor Anderson or Tay Anderson, whatever his name is. I don't normally pick on kids. You know, it's really punching down to pick on a 21-year-old. But you did step your motherfucking ass up to the goddamn Washington Post to talk your shit. Now you want to talk about your personal opinion after you done put your fucking personal opinion in the goddamn Washington Post. So now you've opened up that door. Let's talk about it. Tay, you talk about Kamala Harris locked up black people. Really? You black, you go to jail. You black, you go to jail. Is that what she did? No, bitch. That's not what the fuck she did. She locked up criminals. If you're a black man that knocks a black woman in the head and knocks her out with a fucking skateboard, your ass need to be in jail. I don't give a fuck about you being black. That's supposed to mean what? That means your ass had no business even knocking her in the head in the first fucking place. The man that killed Toyin is a black man. What, he not supposed to go to jail? Fucking serial killer? Killed 2 people? Took advantage of a young girl who was looking for a ride? What was supposed to happen to Toyin's killer? Protect black women, protect black women, protect black women. Except for motherfucking consequences for the motherfuckers who's fucking with black women. Except for when the black woman actually looks out for black women and puts these motherfuckers that's sitting up there molesting people, sitting up there raping people, sitting up there murdering people. She put them motherfuckers up, and that's a problem. Y'all sound cray-cray. And guess what? I can tell you this. I know that Elizabeth Warren wasn't a prosecutor, but she's not running, nor has she demonstrated any desire whatsoever to let black men commit crimes indiscriminately. She hasn't done it. I don't know what Elizabeth Warren y'all are saying. Y'all have a different Elizabeth Warren in your fucking head. So I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck y'all want from Kamala. Because you want all this shit from the world and how we're going to respect black women, how we're going to protect black women, how we're going to support black women, how we're going to uplift black women. And you do the exact fucking opposite when it comes to Kamala Harris. Y'all are full of shit. And I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that. I want you to know that we see you. And we don't honor you. Period. And I invite you to have a conversation with me on it. I invite you to. We can have it live. We can have it private. But I want you to explain how the black woman is the enemy. Miss Millie is our liberator. She's our Harriet motherfucking Tubman. She's our MLK. She ain't done shit but kiss your intelligentsia blue check having ass. That's all she did. That's enough. You gonna sell us out for that? She fired her. I shouldn't say fired. Let me not say fired. Let me say she replaced her black woman chief of staff as soon as the fucking election was over. And she lost all 19 races. That's who y'all trust? I'm trying to understand it. Trying to understand it. That's all I'm saying. Y'all not making sense to me, child. When the shit is written, when the shit is said and done, when it goes into the canon, we're gonna know who was the ops. We're gonna know who were the grifters. We're gonna know who was really about their industry of what they built their Patreons and their subscription fees and their book fees and their speaking fees on. We're gonna know who just wanted to get some clout, who just wanted to get some status. We're gonna know. But I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers. And I'm sick of you being fucking cowards. So, to the people out there that's gonna watch this, and y'all gonna say, oh, she's unhinged, or oh, she's so far up Kamala's ass. Well, I'd rather be so far up Kamala's ass than to be fucking Miss Sophia, God bless her soul, Driving around Miss motherfucking Millie. Driving around Miss Daisy. I'll be that. Go hard for a black woman. Yeah, I'll be that. I'm fine with that. And like I said, you can like Warren. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. Be clear. I don't have a problem with you liking her. All I'm saying is you don't have to shit on Kamala Harris. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to shit on Kamala Harris. Anyway, I've said enough. All right, all right. Somebody says, who's Miss Millie? Miss Millie is Elizabeth Warren. And I call her Miss Millie sometimes because, she be huffing and puffing. Y'all know when she get, when she get all flustered, when she feel like, oh, how dare you, bitch, talk to me. Then that's how she get real. Turn her motherfucking nose up at you. All I've done for you people. Listen, I wouldn't be so harsh if y'all wouldn't be so fucking full of shit with how you try to make Miss Millie out to be Harriet motherfucking Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Shirley Chisholm. She all that? Where? Malcolm X? That's all I'm saying. Haughty. Very haughty. Let me go to some of y'all comments shit. I'm gonna wrap it up. I've been on here talking shit for 37 minutes shit. I'm just gonna reiterate. Come see me if you have a problem. I already know I have a little hate club. And I don't say that to brag because I don't actually give a fuck about people's opinions. But like I really want y'all to come because listen, I'm confident. Y'all see I'm confident. I will back whatever the fuck I have to say it. But as you come to drag Kamala, be prepared to have your fave drag the fuck as well. I hope you have all your receipts. Because I don't just want you to tell me what's wrong with Kamala that you're misinformed about. I want you to tell me how your fave is better, how your fave has receipts, how your fave has actually done something other than run their motherfucking mouth, read off their post-it notes, off their flashcards, their cue cards, their teleprompter, their PDFs, and their plans. I want you to tell me that because, okay, that's fine. If not Kamala, then who? That's what I want to know. Who's doing all this shit that's so fucking perfect? Or are you just one of the motherfuckers that be like, nobody, I don't even vote, this, that, and the other. If that's the case, then you can shut the fuck up and you don't even need to be saying shit. Because your opinion isn't fucking irrelevant anyway. All right. Let me see. Powwow Cherry. She got some recipes. I don't know. She don't have any bills on black shit. I did a search. She don't have no bills on black shit. Except for she did sponsor a resolution to let me pick it up because I did a search. I do my research, y'all. I do. I did my research. I thought, okay, well, what has she sponsored when it comes to transgender? She sponsored the sex. What was that? That sex worker bill that everybody dogged out Kamala Harris about. Yep. That's fine. That's the only thing she has for trans. For marijuana, she hasn't been on the forefront of legalizing marijuana either. I don't know where y'all got that from. African American. So if you go to Congress.gov, you do a search on African American. I sorted this in chronological order. Now, Elizabeth Warren has been in the Senate since 2013. The first thing that shows up, this is passed or not passed, don't matter. There's 4 results for African American. First time introduced October 5th, 2017. A resolution honoring the life achievements of Dr. Samuel Du Bois Cook. That's great. That's wonderful. Then next thing is American Housing and Economic Mobility Act of 2019. Somewhere in that bill, there must have been the words African and American. But I don't know, maybe it's just American. But that's March 2019. And November 2019, another resolution. A resolution expressing the sense of the Senate that the United States Postal Service should issue a commemorative postage stamps series honoring women veterans of the armed forces, and that Citizen Stamp Advisory Committee should recommend to the Postmaster General that such a stamp series should be issued. So somewhere in that resolution, the words African American appear. And the final time that African American appears in any of the bills that Elizabeth Warren has sponsored. This isn't a trick. This ain't me pulling no trick. I just did a search. African American. Is the Senate bill. This was introduced February 5th, 2020, the Gun Violence Prevention and Community Safety Act of 2020. Presumably somewhere in there are the words African American. That's not a whole lot of black shit. I don't think that we're gonna be liberated off those two resolutions and them two bills. Give us free ain't happening off of that jail. We ain't getting no reparations. Everybody black ain't getting out of jail. I don't know what the fuck y'all seeing that I'm not seeing, jail. But y'all seem so convinced. Black shows up 6 times. The additional times that I haven't mentioned in the other 2 times, it shows up in that same resolution for Cook, the American Housing and Economic Mobility Act. Again, still nothing black before 2017. What was you doing, Black Queen? Harriet Tubman? What was you doing for the first 4 years of you being in the Senate? You ain't had black in shit for once. Not even in the text of the bill, but that's who's gonna liberate us. That's our Black Queen. Yeah, I'm confused. I'm really confused. What is y'all seeing that I'm not seeing, child? Let me scroll down. Am I affiliated with any organizations? No, I'm not. She was getting her hair braided. I'm just gonna read some of y'all comments now because I've been going in. And you know what? I've really taken it easy. But since nobody wants to have this debate with me, I have to have the debate with myself. I have to try to figure out your counterpoints. Okay, well, if you're a Miss Millie fan, a deputy, what would you say? You would say, well, you know, I can tell you how fabulous she's been for black people. She's actually introduced 2 resolutions and 2 bills that contain the words African American in the past 7 years. Power to the people. All right. Anything else y'all have to say? Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the facts. Let's have a conversation about the facts because don't nobody have a problem with Kamala ass get dragged all the fucking day, all the fucking night. It's never a problem if she get dragged to hell and back. If you want to talk about PDFs, Kamala got PDFs too, child. And Kamala has a very black office. She has many black people working for her that have worked on things like the Lift Act. I know y'all think that black people don't have an economics background. I'm a business economics major. I have a bachelor's in business economics. I have an MBA in finance. I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying, y'all always want to put the economics with the white people, even though Kamala Harris has an economics degree. But Kamala Harris has PDFs from black people. He's a sister that worked on the Save Our Streets Act with Ayanna Pressley. Sister that worked on the Lift Act. They exist. We could talk about PDFs as well. Come talk to me. Come holler at me. I just want to understand. Yeah, I'm a very reasonable person. I'm very reasonable. Thank you, Sonia. Concentrated in accounting. Yes. I'm a numbers girl. Don't give me the white math. KDH, Patrice, Marshall, McKenzie. Yes. KDH has a black state director, black district director. KDH has a lot of black people on our team. A lot. And Kamala didn't sit up there and, oh, come on, blackies, come on. I got to run for president. Let me get all the blacks rounded up. Nah, she didn't do that. She's built a pipeline of black people. And more importantly, I want y'all to explain to me who Elizabeth Warren put on. What black people did Elizabeth Warren put on? In terms of elected official, what pipeline of black talent has Elizabeth Warren built? Because there are black women all around the country in elected officials that Kamala Harris has mentored. Marilyn Mosby, Kim Fox. I could keep going. There are black people that Kamala Harris endorsed in the primaries. Where is your receipts for Warren? Where's her pipeline of blacks? She showed up to get some applause at the CBC Phoenix Award Gala, and she sashayed the fuck back off. I didn't see her there the other 2 years before she was running for president. How many endorsements she get from the CBC? One? Well, she been in there for 7 motherfucking years. She been there longer than Cory Booker and Kamala Harris. How come she didn't get no endorsements from anybody that had been in Congress for longer than a year? Wow. What's that? What's up with that? Your queen? What black officials has EW endorsed before her campaign started? All I'm saying is show me the motherfucking receipts. I have them. And I withhold them because I don't need to really go there on your candidate. But if we want to talk about my girl, we can talk about your girl. But you don't want to have that conversation. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this up, y'all. I'm sorry. I've been going off. I like to be more interactive than what I normally am. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep talking shit. As more stuff pops into my motherfucking head. But I'm tired of y'all. All I have to, let me end it with this. I'm going to say it before, I'm going to say it again. Kamala Harris is not the person who hurt you. Whatever trauma you have, maybe somebody who looked like Kamala, maybe somebody who reminds you of Kamala did something to you. That person is not Kamala Harris style. Apparently, I have to say that because you got some resentment, and I don't understand that. Why are you mad? I'm mad. I am mad because I don't like fraud shit. I don't like when you dog out the black woman, call her a fucking persecutor, call her a cop, say she locked up black people like she was just like, you black, you go to jail, you black, you go to jail. When that's a fucking lie, you know she was locking up fucking rapists and murderers. I'm hot. But y'all did that. Kamala did not hurt you. She didn't. She doesn't even know you. Maybe that's why some of you are mad. You didn't get a private audience with her. You didn't get a Zoom. Kamala's team, could somebody arrange a Zoom for these blue chicks, for these intelligentsias, so that they can all get on the call and feel special? Maybe they'll be more honest if you make them feel a little special. Is that the problem? You think because you got a blue check, because you got so many followers, because you got whatever the fuck designation that she's supposed to come to you? Who are you? You don't speak out of conviction, out of knowledge. But that's all I have to say. Kamala did not hurt you. And if you have a problem with anything I had to say, don't be a punk ass little bitch and screenshot or take your little clips and talk about me in your little DM groups. Hey y'all, come see me. Child, I might have blocked you on Twitter, but I'm on other social media platforms that I haven't blocked your ass on here. You can go ahead and come holler at me. I'll be happy to talk. Very happy to talk. We can do a Zoom. However you want to do it. Let's have that conversation. Let's figure out how, Sasha, yes, black women have to fight for black women. Let's figure out how to get on the same team. Don't just wait till Kamala is selected VP chair. And then all of a sudden you want to flip the script. Your apologies are appropriate now. Like Lee Merritt. Mm-hmm. Now you posted videos of Kamala asking you a question at the Senate Judiciary meeting when you dogged her motherfucking ass out and made it seem, lied on her, said that she's for the death penalty and you couldn't vote for a Biden Harris ticket. Your apology would be welcome. A lot of y'all motherfuckers owe Kamala an apology. Here's a word of free advice. No charge. Make your amends now. Might lend you some goodwill in your grift. Some people got the memo. Sean King, Larry Bazelon, funky ass, D-Ray. Some people got the memo. Oh, let me back the fuck up. Join that team. It's not too late. It's not too late. You still ain't gonna be shit, but at least you could start to be on the right side. And that's all that I have to say. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow with more interactive content instead of me ranting, but I had to get this shit off my chest. Appreciate y'all. Good night.